Thank you for hanging out with me today. This is Cage848, and welcome back to Vane. Today, we are going to be building the armory. Wait a minute, Cage, you already built an armory. You said you're not going to rebuild it, you're just going to mess around with it a little bit. No, we are going to totally rebuild it. The comment section has come through. I've got an incredibly good tip today. I'm not going to go over it right now because I want to keep you guys in suspense a little bit. But you guys gave me some really awesome ideas for the armory, and we're going to be building it today. But before we do that, speaking of uncaged comments, let's go over some of the uncaged comments. So someone said, I made my base in the prison cafeteria, farm at the baseball field. The only problem was the hookup to the building's electric is in the basement. That doesn't sound like that big of a... I mean, yeah, you got to go a little farther, but that doesn't seem like a big deal, right? But then he said section power control boxes. I don't know what that means. Still haven't found a way to hook up the solar panels to them. Now, here's the thing, guys. I need some information. You guys have been coming through clutch for me. I'm gonna ask you another question here because I really need to know this before I do next episode. And I might actually know it because I'm streaming this game. We're living in the prison on the multiplayer server. But just in case, you know, we don't do that for whatever reason, maybe we get sidetracked or whatever. I need to know, can you hook up power to the prison? Now, I guess I could always just make battery banks and hook up each individual item if I really need to, but I was preferring not to do that. And this person's saying they're having problems hooking up the solar panels to the prison, I guess. So is that going to be an issue for me? Because I really, really want to know what I'm getting into when I start my next world. Okay, next tip. When making connections, look at the directions the dots are moving. That is, you know, I noticed that dots were moving when doing connections, but I didn't I didn't really pay attention to the direction they were moving in. If you go to a connection, right, those dots are saying that whatever you connect it to is going to push stuff into that item. Now, here's the thing, and I could be wrong about this, but is there any connections on any water source that I have? And what I mean by that, like, I have, like, these barrels. These are a water source, and they can push fluid into things. There's no connection there for them. There's no connection in the rain collectors, and there's no connection in the well, which means I can't grab one of those things and push water out. I have to, as far as I can tell, the only way you can get water moving is by the item that requires the water. Okay? Now, with that being said, my shower has no such connection. So I cannot get water to the shower. I read all your tips. I messed around with them. Could not get water to the shower. Someone else mentioned your shower looks bugged. When you were hovering over the shower handle, not the pipe, I didn't see the examine connections, which should be there. So you can see right here, this is the shower handle and no examine connections, which, yeah, it does sound like it might be bugged. Now, I was wondering, maybe it's just this shower, and I went to other showers in my neighborhood, and they're all like this. So, yeah, I'm not really sure about that. Let me show you something really quick, because I do have one item in the game that is outputting water that has an examine connections to it. And it is this thing right here. Now, again, it's kind of weird, but this thing does have fluids connected to it, and it is outputting fluids. So I'm going to go ahead and add connection. And you can see right here, it's going the wrong way. And I'm going to hook this up to the sink, and I'm telling you right now, it's not going to work. It will hook up to the sink, but it will not do anything for the sink because the things are going the wrong way. So there you go. Nothing drink. It doesn't... If you look right here, no fluids hooked up. So what we're going to do is we are going to cancel that connection, and we are going to hook it up the opposite way, and that will work. So this thing is outputting water, but it just won't do it if you hook it up the wrong way. So we're going to go ahead and unwire that, and then we're going to go up to the sink. And yeah, I mean, you have to use the item that's pulling the water as far as I can tell. So let's see. Go to connections, add connection, and you can see the green wires going towards the sink. And that's what we want. So here we go. All right. So that's it's not going to show up here. It's going to be down here somewhere. I'm not going to look for it though. There's like a million things hooked up to this thing. But I'm going to tell you right now that's going to work. And then I could always come up here for baths if I want to. It doesn't work with the bathtub either, unfortunately. And there you go. It's all hooked up. So, all right. Well, you know what? We figured it out. Again, I'd like to take showers, but it's not the end of the world if I can't. All right, what's next on the uncaged comments? The shower looks bugged. Your shower should be connected. Yeah, okay. A lot of shower tips. For security cameras, you can go to the admin panel and change the distance where it connected wiring and pipes. So if you press the / key, you can go into the config. And if people were wondering how I made it so my wires could go really far, like I could hook up a wire and a pipe. Actually, I don't know if it's pipes, but I know for a fact it's wires. You come down here and you go to max wire distance. The maximum distance you can wire two things together. Default is 1500. I put it up to 10,000. But I did look through this and I did not see anything about pipes. So, or the security cameras or anything like that. I think the pipes work on this as well. I've never had problems with pipes going too far. So, I don't know. It probably is the same thing. But the security camera is something different, and I'm not seeing it in here. I'll look again later. I didn't look that long, but I could not find it. So, so this person, this is genius. You know, it's always the simplest solutions that I don't think about. So I was talking last episode, hey man, I got all these jerry cans and all over the place and they're so heavy and blah, 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 blah. And then someone said, pour your jerry cans into the blue barrels. Oh my good. You know what? We're going to do that right now because that is, it's so obvious. And I just didn't, like, I don't know, man. It just didn't pop into my brain. So we're going to go ahead and make some barrels here. I'm not sure how many. Let's just make 3 for now. I'm gonna need 1 for kerosene, 1 for gasoline. Probably gonna need more than 1 for gasoline, honestly. The only thing I don't like about this is I want to be able to make signs because you can't label these as far as I can tell. Smell, examine, extract. Yeah, you can't label them. I'd like to put up signs so I could just come here and be like, oh, that's gasoline. Oh, that's, you know, whatever. The only other thing I can do is I could put the gasoline. You know what? Let's have the gasoline one over here. Next to all the car stuff. And I need to make some freaking... I need to make some storage I need to properly set the storage. I need to make the storage racks and set this up properly. Right now, it's just kind of... It's kind of an S show. But it's okay. It's not the end of the world for now. Today is going to be all about the armory. So I'm not going to be doing that in this episode, but we can do that. And then, wait, combat helmet? Why the hell is there a combat helmet in there? Oh, because I'm looking at the wrong spot. That's why. Inventory's over here, dumbass. All right, gas tanks. Let's go ahead and take as many of these as we can. And then gas tank. And what we're going to do is we're going to smell these and make sure they are gas. Okay. Pour into fluid tank. Smell. Smells like gasoline. Pour into fluid tank. And smell. Smells like gasoline. And pour into fluid tank. There we go. So these are all empty. And they're not taking up as much room now. And this is gasoline. And we've got... Shoosh. It's almost full. Okay. We have to make some more of that. Gas tanks. Okay, put those in there. So that's how that works. And it's like... It's such an obvious thing. Like, I was like... Why did I not think of that? It's just, you know... Sometimes I just overthink things, you know? I'm like, oh... you know what? Let's take all the same stuff. Where do those go? So a jerry can has gasoline, the kerosene can has kerosene, I'm assuming. We're going to take the kerosene, jerry can, kerosene, 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 kerosene. I don't know if there's anything I can do with propane. Alright, it's all the kerosene we can hold. You know what? I should probably bring the barrel over here and then move it over here when it's full. Let's do that. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to leave one kerosene thing full, and then I'm gonna put it on top of the barrel to signify that's the kerosene. All right. I mean, if it says, can it say a kerosene canister if it doesn't have kerosene in it? It's kind of weird that it's, yeah, it's supposed to, okay, let's find out. Yes. So can you only put kerosene in there? I'll have to mess around with that. Or I'm still gonna smell them just to make sure. I mean, it'd be kind of messed up if they didn't have kerosene in them. It says a kerosene can. Fluid tank. Fluid tank. Alright, smell. Smells like kerosene. And we're at... Oh my goodness. I've got so much of this stuff. That is awesome. And now this stuff doesn't weigh that much. The full one weighs... I don't even know if they're full. Yeah, that's full and it weighs 45 pounds and it goes down to 8 pounds. That's phenomenal. Where do we want to put these? You know what? I'm just going to put them in here for now, and I'll find a place for them later. I mean, I guess I should put them in with the buckets. Buckets and containers and stuff. I'll change the name of that in a minute. Do that. That. And that. It's getting kind of full. I should probably break down a lot of these plastic buckets and muck tubs and stuff. They're just not really worth it. Oh, by the way, I don't know what happened between this and last episode, but these things are all like washed out. Can't really even see any of them. I'm not really sure what happened. One of my cameras got repositioned. That's what happened here, but these are really washed out. I'm not sure. No, it wouldn't help to turn off the lights. I tried. I'll tell you what, when it's nighttime, I'll turn off the lights and look again just to show you. All right, jerry cans, kerosene. Okay, let's see what happens when we put something besides kerosene in a kerosene container. Is it still going to say kerosene container, but it's going to have, like, whatever you put in it, or refill? Yep, still says kerosene. Okay. All right. I don't know. I guess I'll just kind of leave this here. It's not a bad thing to empty out the well. Yeah, so we got to be careful with the kerosene containers. Now, if I loot one out in the world, I'm going to assume it's kerosene. If you know, if it's at my base and I'm not sure, I have to smell it. But I hope that was all kerosene. It says it smells like kerosene. I'm pretty sure it was all fine. It'd be messed up for them to put one of these kerosene canisters out in the world and have it not be kerosene, like have it be water or something. That would really suck. But you know, who knows? All right, let's go ahead and really quickly, it is nighttime out, so let's do this while I'm thinking about it. Turn this off. Sit down. Still washed out. Look at this. Well, that's partially because it's dark out, but I could look at them again in the day. I'm telling you, I've been like looking at them a lot before I started recording. When I was like kind of running around doing stuff, they're always washed out. I'm not really sure what's up with that. But it could just be that, you know, they need to work on it. If that's the case, that's fine. I always ask these questions because I'm wondering if I'm doing something wrong, you know? If it's an issue with the game, so be it. It's early access. I've got no problem with that. But I want to know, so, you know, if I can fix it, I will. Cherry cans. So those have got to be gasoline. Do I need to smell all these? You know what? I think I'm going to smell all these. Okay, this thing is now full of gasoline. Let me show you how much is in there. Check it out. And we're going to move this. And I'm going to move it over near the car area with the other gasoline container. It's fine to have two because the other one was almost full anyway. So I'm going to stack them. Yep. Okay. I don't have to put anything on top of them because I'll know since they're over here, they're gasoline. And yeah, man, this is just a really, really good tip, man. Really love it. Thank you. And these are too much. All right, let's get rid of some of these muck tubs. I don't even think I'm going to use these anymore. As well as the plastic buckets. Watering cans. I mean, those either. All right, we got to get all of this out of here. And then get all of these in. All right, much better. These things are a little heavier than the other containers, but still way less heavy than they were before. All right, so I'm going to go to sleep, and then we're going to take care of our needs. Should be okay. I did change my clothes. Man, 25... Dude, I just changed these clothes. Like, literally yesterday in-game. And I did take a shower. I changed the clothes. I took off the clothes. I washed myself. And then I put 100% clean clothes back on. And now they're at 25%. That's way too quick. Way too quick. And I forgot that these are drying. I'm gonna leave them in there. I'm gonna do the thing I do at my house in real life. I'm gonna put... Actually, I don't do this anymore. I used to do this when I lived at my other house. Our washer and dryer were like right next to our bedroom, so I threw all my dirty clothes in the washing machine. And then my clean clothes were in the dryer. Although that's a good way to get wrinkly shirts, but... Now my washer and dryer is like downstairs, so I don't do it anymore. But in this game, I'm going to just throw stuff in there. Let's go with 8 hours. Okay. And we are hungry and thirsty. I can't wait to talk to you guys about this other tip you guys gave me. Again, incredibly obvious and incredibly not noticed by me. So good. And like multiple people gave me the tip too. Let's go ahead and drink. And then we're going to have something to eat. I do need to work on my crops at some point today. I mean, it's almost August, but I almost have everything I need for the winter, food-wise. I still don't know where those gloves are. That video hasn't gone up yet, where I got the glove, where I was looking for the winter gloves or the wool gloves or whatever they're called. So if people told me where they are, I have not seen it. Another thing people are asking me, you're getting really full. Are you getting fat? I don't think so. My character looks like, I mean, he looks like a healthy weight. He doesn't look too skinny. I don't think he looks too fat. I don't know if there's like, my weight somewhere. I don't think there is. But yeah, he looks okay. Take a look at medical. See, I'm dirty again. I just washed myself like not too long ago. You guys didn't see it, but it was right before I started recording. Okay, well, we're good now. Yeah, so satiation seems pretty good. Everything seems really good here. Someone was telling me there's somewhere in the options where you can make it so every single medical item stays on your screen at all times. People have been telling me this for a while. I'm sorry I haven't mentioned it because I don't want to use it. I thought you guys knew I already knew about it, but I don't know how you would know I didn't know. I knew about it because not everyone watches every video, so you probably missed it when I talked about it like a couple seasons ago. And we're talking like a year or two ago now. Anyway, yeah, you could have all these show up on your screen all at once. I choose not to do that because it clutters up my screen too much. Okay. I think we're going to repair that military shirt really quick. Let's grab some cloth. I'm pretty sure it's cloth. I think I'm also going to need a stapler. Yep. Stapler and repair. And then we go ahead and put the stapler back down. I can find it. Okay, beautiful. All right, we are going to now come here and we are going to take a look at these walls. And I'm going to do that. And that. And that seems pretty good. I'd like a proper windowed openable. Do you want to use that? All right, can you put that in a... See, here's the thing. You have a window openable, but there's nothing in here that has a spot for a window. Can you just put that in any wall? Not really sure. I'm going to kind of mess around with that. Darn it, I just took them all off. Okay, hold on. I want to look at that. And that. And that. And that. That's too many. I probably don't need the door. The door shouldn't be that expensive. Pin, unpin. Okay, there we go. All right, so we're going to need reinforced wood rods. That's it? And probably some more reinforced planks. All right, rods and planks. And before we go upstairs, I want to see if I can put a window in one of these walls. Because there's no spot to put windows. There isn't... You could put windows and stuff that's already got window areas, but there's no window area for a wall. So, can you just put this inside of a... Yeah, that's weird. Why can I put it here and not here? Not really sure. Yeah, that's not exactly... So, how do you put a window in these walls? Does it have to be a doorway? I'm not really sure. Let me look one more time. Garage door, solid door, fence... yeah, there's nothing, there's no wall with a spot for a window. So, I don't know. Anyway, that's not really what we're talking about today. I'm going to show you guys, this is so cool. So, the armory. I'm going to be building out the armory today. And my original armory was, I think it was pretty cool. A lot of people didn't like it. I thought it was okay, but it can be a lot better. And this is the original armory. I used tool chests because I didn't have anything that looked like a guns chest. I do now. And I did use boxes because they're incredibly efficient to store. And I used one weapon case. And I was thinking, we're going to redo the armory. All right, we're going to redo the armory. But this room's too small. I want to build it in this room. But I don't like, I actually hate the idea of an armory that's not behind a door. It's not, I need it to be secure. And then people are like, Cage, you can make walls inside. Huh. But here's the thing, guys. If I'm going to make walls inside, they look, it's red. What am I going to do? Well, this is what you're going to do. You're going to press the slash key. You're going to go into self, and you're going to turn on God mode. Is there a no clipping mode? Collision. Let's see what that does. Is that for me? No, that's not for me. Maybe I don't have to go into God mode. Yeah, I guess I do have to go into God mode. Anyway, I'm not sure what that collision thing is. I'm not going to worry about it. We're going to turn it back off, and then we're going to turn on God mode. And once you have God mode on, I got to remember to turn this off during a horde, by the way. Once you have God mode on, you can place stuff inside of other things. Thank you, guys. Thank you so freaking much. I can't move. Oh, no. No. Okay, that's not good. That's not good. I think I messed something up, guys. I don't know. Okay, let's go to fly. And I'm flying up right. Okay, here we go. Okay, so. All right, I messed up collision. Wait, but it's weird. I thought I turned it back on, but now I'm like falling through the world. That's kind of weird. I'm not really sure what's going on. Anyway, you turn off fly, you come into self, and you go back to walk. Okay. But now I can't... Alright, we're good now. It's weird. I turned the collision back off, but I still fell through the world. Alright, I guess no fuss, no muss. We're good now. We just have to remember, and I'm super wet because I fell through the freaking water. We just have to remember, if a horde comes, turn off God mode. That's all. And as far as I know, there's no other way to place these walls except for in God mode. I don't use God mode for any kind of like survival aspects. This is strictly for building. So we want to line this up as perfect as possible. All right, so it won't go in there, but it will go in here. Okay, that's fine. All right, so does that look... It looks okay to me. Let's go ahead and pull this out a little bit. No, push it in. All right, let's try it. Nope, don't like it. Don't like it. I'll try one more time on camera. If it doesn't work, I will do it off camera. I like to show you guys my thought process and my building process and how I work things out. So like if you're trying to build something like this, you can get some tips and ideas on how to make it work. But at the same time, I don't want to bore you. So I usually try it like a couple times. And if it doesn't work, then I pause the video and I do it off camera. Let's do this one while we wait. That looks, honestly, that looks pretty good. I think we need to pull it back this way a little bit. And then like that. That looks good on that side. It definitely is a... No, it's not centered. Does it need to be perfectly centered? No. Do I want it to be perfectly centered? Well, as centered as I can get it. So I will try again. The good thing is once you get something down, you don't have to worry about the next ones because they'll just snap into place. Thank goodness. It did take a little bit of time. I showed you my process. I just didn't, you know, make you sit through all the boring stuff. It just took a little bit of lining up and everything. No big deal. And we're going to put this one right here. And there you go. And does that look okay? I know it's not lined up perfectly, but it's going to have to be good enough. It's pretty close. It's kind of hard to get it perfect. Yeah, actually, it's pretty damn close to perfect. Like, really close. It's off a tiny bit. And you know what? If I stop talking about it and I don't think about it, I won't notice it. So let's just go ahead and put this up here. And this right here. I've already built this off camera to kind of test it out. And then I reloaded the game so I could build it for you guys. So I know that that's not going to stick out of the roof. I've already been up on the roof. And it was not up. It was not sticking out. So, all right. So this one should be a little bit easier. It looks about right. Yeah, it looks good. Yep. All right, that's fine. That's... Oh no, it's backwards. Darn it! I did it the other way. Oh, and I'm gonna have to wait for that. All right, I'm not gonna wait. I'm just gonna go ahead and build this out like this. All right, so now we're gonna need a door, and of course, make a door with a window. There's no reason not to, because you can always shut the window. But I am going to open the window and only close it when I'm not here. All right, a lot of this stuff in here I'm probably going to destroy. One thing I'm not going to destroy is the arcade cabinet. I might even make a little arcade if I get an opportunity. For now, I'll just kind of put it right here in the kitchen. Who would put an arcade in their kitchen? Guys, I've had arcades in my kitchen before. Not permanently, but like in real life. Do I want to keep this cabinet? I don't think I can't make it, can I? No, I can make the single one. All right. Let's grab that. Let's move this out of here. Kind of just put this back here in my furniture room. I have a furniture room for furniture I'm not using right now, but I might want to use later. All right, and we'll just kind of... you know what? While I'm thinking about it, let's turn off God mode. I just realized that stuff was going inside of each other. God mode off. And collision... Wait, collision on or collision off? Yeah, collision on, of course, collision... I turned collision off, that's why I fell through the world. Yeah, I was like, oh, collision off. I thought it meant letting you build inside of stuff or letting you fall through the world. Turn it off. But no, collision on means you will collide into things. Duh. Okay, well, what are you going to do? All right, destroy that and destroy that. Ooh, this is a nice little recliner here. I like this. I like this. I don't know why I closed this and turned off the light. Well, I never turned it on, but you get what I'm saying. I don't know why I closed the door. All right. I do want to be able to get to these boxes. I'm using it as backup storage, but I'm probably going to move them pretty soon. This is an armory. I don't think this has any room in an armory. Well, maybe. We'll see. I'll move it out of here for now. Let's get everything we need in here, and then I'll put it back if I get the chance, or if there's room for it or whatever. No carpets in an armory. Extra lights wouldn't be bad. Definitely not plants, and not dining room tables, and not mirrors. Looks like we're gonna need some better lights in here as well. Do I want to destroy these sofas? I mean, where am I gonna put them? Like, you know what? I'll keep one. I don't have any room for it. It's not even gonna fit in this room. At least not if I want to get to those storage chests. I'll put it in this room, I guess, since we're gonna be moving a lot of stuff out of here. Thing is, I don't want it in the way. Just put it right there for now. Yeah, I don't want to, because I keep destroying things, and I'm like, oh, I wish I had that, you know? Now destroy that. Well, I could use it as a light. All right, yeah, let's move this. I'm probably gonna take some of this stuff downstairs. Some people are like, why would you make your like entertainment center downstairs? I'm like, I kind of like it in the crafting area. It's kind of cool, you know? You just craft, do a little bit crafting, and you kind of sit down and relax, and go back to some crafting. And yeah, I could have moved stuff up here, but I guess that's not going to work now because I'm moving everything out of here. I don't care about candles. Oh, I can learn how to build that, which is cool. That means I could destroy it and not have to worry about it. And I've already learned how to build these, so I could destroy these and destroy all the books. And I will take that TV somewhere else. So I went ahead and got this thing completely cleaned out. I also got this wall up here. It looks a little dark in this corner, so I'm thinking about moving this lamp over there. And we'll kind of see. I do have some ceiling lights I can bring in here if I want. Also, I was really confused on what I did wrong with that whole collision thing. Basically, what I did wrong was... that's backwards. What I did wrong was, number one, I assumed collision was for me placing stuff and not for me myself. It is for the player. It is not for placing items. Second of all, when I went in to turn off collision the first time, I misclicked and never turned it off. So I went to turn it off, then I went to turn it back on, thinking it was the opposite way. It was just a mess. It was just a mess. All right, let's go ahead and plug this in right there. And looks pretty good. Maybe I'll do little different things with the lights at some point. But for now, let's move things in here. So we are going to use the tan military lockers. Actually, they're not called military lockers, right? They're called riot lockers. We're going to use these for military gear and accessories. So let's go ahead and bring this in. I can't tell which way is forward. I'm pretty sure that's forward. So we just got to kind of put this in here. How far back can we go? Oh, hold on. Forgot. I had to turn on God mode again. Because I needed to I need to place this in, and it wasn't placed yet. So turned off God mode with you guys, but then I was like in between cuts. I was like, oh, I got to turn it back on. So, all right, let's go ahead and I think that's the front. I can't really tell. I hope it is. And kind of move those back and as far over as we can. All right, that looks pretty good to me. And this holds 75 weight. So military gear. All right, let's go get some military gear. It's all up here. Oops. Ah, darn it. This thing's really going to be in the way, isn't it? It should be good there for now. I really don't want to destroy it. All right, so military. And let's take all this stuff. And I would probably scrap a lot of this because I do have like so many... and the thing is, military stuff is an infinite resource. There's a lot of stuff in this game that is a finite resource. By finite, I mean you can only get so much of it. And, because I turned off loot respawn, a lot of this stuff is finite. Military gear is not one of them. Military zombies will spawn, and you can get more. Alright, so military jacket, military pants, military boots, and military shirt. Oh, wow. Okay. I'm going to have to break up a lot of this stuff. Damn. All right. Well, let's bring in all our inventory. And let's see what we got here. So, you know what? I'm just going to do it like this. Jackets. So, we'll break... Oh, these are pretty big, huh? I'm going to break up, obviously, the ones that are worse for wear. And 3 military jackets should be good. Shirts. I will keep 5 shirts. Because the thing is, I have to, like, take off my clothes, and just like in real life, you know, you don't only have 2 pairs of shirts because, you know, you don't want to do laundry every time you change your clothes. So I will leave a little bit more there. The jackets, I won't use the jackets as much because I'm only going to use them in the winter. So, pants, I'll keep 5 of these. That looks pretty good. All right, can we put all that in there now? Yes, we can. All right, that's looking good. I could still break up some more stuff. I probably have extra boots. Yeah, let's break up some... Oh, wow, a lot of boots. I don't even use the boots either, so... I'm going to keep a few of them, though, just in case. Oops, looks pretty good. Okay, so we still have some room for stuff. Now, I was going to put armor in there, but because, you know, it's almost full, I think the armor's pretty heavy. Oh, wow, the armor is extremely heavy. Yeah, that's going to go in its own locker. Tan for military... This is someone who left this comment on a video like when I first built the armory. So tan would be for military clothes and accessories. Green for rifles and pistols. Red for explosives and flares. And then you put the ammo in the ammo tins or single boxes. Okay, I like what you got going on here, man. I like how you're thinking. So we're going to go ahead up here, and we are going to put this down like so. Right. Oh, why is that? Acting funny. Need to bring it out a little bit. Push it in a little bit. I'm not sure if it's like this is weird. It's not like... Okay. Wall. Okay, there we go. And push this right here. Back a little farther, a little closer. Ah, it's not lined up. I'm gonna move... Oh, I can't move this because it's got stuff in it. Damn it. Alright. Let's see if we can get this into a little bit better of a position. Okay, it took a little bit of time, but we got everything where it needs to be. I'm going to go down and grab a light, though, because the lights aren't quite the way I want them to be up there. So let's go ahead and grab... It's really nice to be able to build an armory, like a new one, in a completely separate area. So I don't have to, like, move stuff around until, like, stuff is done. It's really nice. It's going to make things a lot more smoother. Placing stuff down, I'm starting to get the hang of it a little bit. You just got to kind of maneuver stuff around. I wish stuff would snap into place, but in a, you know, super hyper-realistic game like this, they're not going to do that because, you know, it wouldn't make sense. And we'll put this right... I'm thinking about here. Should be good. Yeah, maybe. We'll see. Connections, and... yeah, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Maybe it look better a little bit closer to the lockers. Kind of move it one more time. I'm not going to mess around with these lights too much here. Because, not really what this episode's about, but I would like to have them look good. Connections. Alright, yeah, that actually looks really good. And that's pretty much perfect. Now, I went out of my way not to cover up windows or electrical sockets. So... also, it's pretty weird. There's like an extra piece of the wall here and over here as well. And I'm not really sure what the point of that is, but, you know, I guess it doesn't really matter. All right, so we are going to now grab the armor. And should we do backpacks as well? Probably. Although they're not... no, I'm going to leave backpacks in here. Backpacks are not, strictly speaking, fighting stuff. Armor, military clothes, yeah, I could see that. But backpacks... I mean, I could take the combat backpacks and put them in here, but... nah, damn it. Okay, police bulletproof vest. Yeah, let's do this. Alright, now let's do this. Police, okay. We'll keep 3 of those. I don't use them. So, riots. 2, 3. Riot helmet. We don't need that many riot helmets. I'll keep 3, though. I don't know why. I don't know. I'm kind of a pack rat in this game. I don't know what's up with that. But I gotta be me, right? Knee pads. We have 3 of those. We have 3 sheriff. Sheriff? Oops. Sheriff. There you go. Okay. It's probably still going to be too heavy. Nope. There we go. It's pretty much full, though. So if we're going to put the packs in here, we'd have to put them in there. Should I take the combat packs and put them in there? I think I will. If I can. They might be too heavy. Yeah, there's not going to be enough room for them all. All right, I'm going to leave these in here for now. Maybe I'll change something in the way I'm building, but for now, that's the way it's going to be. All right, so, oh yeah, the accessories and military clothes are going to be 2 separate things. Because he also said I should put the suppressors and stuff in with the military stuff. Where would I put suppressors? Melee weapons. Did I put them with the... I don't remember where I put my suppressors. Suppressors. Mods. There you go. Okay, those are pretty light, so I should be able to put those in somewhere. I gotta be honest, though, I don't like them with the clothes. You know what? I'm not really sure where I'm gonna put the suppressors. I'm gonna put them back for now, and I'm gonna kind of think about it. I'll think about it. Let's move to the weapons. Here, suppressors, pistol and rifle, similar. There we go. Okay, let's move to the weapons. So, green for rifles and pistols. What about shotguns? Oh, we got a lot of stuff in here. Yeah, I can't pick it up. Okay. I think we got to start breaking down weapons. That's what it is. We simply have too many. We don't need this many of the N1903. And as far as I can tell, they're all exactly the same. I've been meaning to do this for a while. So we'll keep 3 of each. 3 of each of those. 3 of each of those. 3 bows. 3 flare guns. Flare gun. Lone Star 911. 2, 3. Viper. Oh, we had a lot of these. The reason I don't scrap the guns is you don't really get anything good for them. Like, I mean, I guess you get more room, you know? Tasers, which I never use. But we will keep 3 just because I'm keeping 3 of everything. Taser. Oh, shit. You know what I was just thinking? I never unloaded the weapons. I don't think they come with any rounds in them. At least that's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm telling myself. Yeah, see, no rounds. It doesn't have a magazine either, as far as I can tell. Unload. There's currently nothing loaded. Yeah, okay. Those and Wolfram. Okay. Alright, so there's all my pistols. And we're going to try and put the pistol shot. Well, I got a lot of stuff in there. Alright, can we just put everything? No, I didn't think so. Those, put similar. Those, similar. Flare gun, that. There we go. Okay, so, the bows are what did it? Okay. Is that a shotgun? Yeah, that's a shotgun. Okay. I'm gonna put the pistols and rifles in here and the shotguns in here. So I went ahead and got all these organized and everything, and then I realized I was putting them in the wrong lockers. They're supposed to go in the green lockers. So it was very easy to move them over, though. You hit one button, and you hit one button, and you're good to go. In here, I have all of my pistols, and I consider the flare gun like a pistol, and I have all my long rifles, single-shot rifles or like sniper rifles. In here, I have all my shotguns and automatic rifles, basically machine guns. The bows are also in here as well, just because I had extra room. Now what we need to do is we need to grab all our explosives and flares and put them in those red containers. I don't know where my explosives are in here. Okay. Alright, cool. And my mods. Still haven't decided where my mods are going to go. I'm just going to leave them in here for now. Like I said, I don't really care about... it's not suppressors, it's suppressor. don't really care where those go just yet. I'll figure it out. For now, let's get the explosives in these things. And I guess what I'll do is I will put all the explosives in here. The dynamite and the dynamite packs and the frag grenades. And oh, I red dot sights too. I didn't realize I had those. Okay, well, let's get those back in here. Here we go. And then we're gonna grab our flares. And those are gonna go in the explosives chest. Anything that burns anything. Where are all my flares? Did I already move those? You know, I think I might have already moved those. Let me take a look. Maybe I put them in... Oops. Laundry room. There you go. Did I put all my flares in here? I know I moved the flare... Oh, I know where... Never mind. I know where my flares are. They're outside. They're outside in the go chest for when I deal with the hordes. So I guess these are just explosives. I do want to mix them up, though. So let's go ahead and take the frag grenades. And we really don't need whole chests for this, but whatever. We got them. We brought them home. We might as well use them. So there we go. We got frag grenades, dynamite, and dynamite packs. Cool. Now we're going to take this right here. We're going to move that in there. I think the only other things I want to bring back for the armory is the America flag, the Metallica America flag. And then there's a specific... Oh, more gun cases. Yeah, that's right. Should I just put this over here for ammo? This is ammo. You know what? I think... Well, I think the ammo should go right next to the guns. Okay. Let's put the ammo thing right here. It's not going to line up properly, though, because of this freaking wall thing. I don't know what's up with that. That's okay. Actually, looks really good. That looks really good. I'm not going to complain about that. Let's make sure we're out of God mode. I'm pretty sure we are because I just saw things clipping. Yep, God mode is off, because if we get a horde, I want to fight it properly. And do we want these in the room as well? Maybe. Not right now. Not right now. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with those. I just thought they looked cool and I'm going to bring them home. I might actually put them like in my bedroom or something. So I got a pretty good setup here. It can be better though, and it's going to get better because when I'm out, I'm going to bring home more ammo boxes and kind of make this a little bit better. But for now, this will work, and it's actually pretty good. Right here, we have all the taser cartridges. Right here, we have 9mm and 12-gauge shotgun. Right here, we have all of the other ammo. And in here, I have all of my magazines, which is phenomenal. And I'm getting a little low on my 9mm and stuff like that. But the thing is, I've got a lot of things down here that have these magazines things. They're called magazines, Cage. Anyway, I got all these magazines. I could take the 9mm out of them. And I will be doing that, just so you know. I just won't do it on camera. What else do I have that has 9mm? This is not 9mm. The 911? Oh, 45. Okay. Okay. All right, pretty cool. Anyway, a lot of bullets down here is what I'm trying to say. All right, what do we want to do next? There was a very specific thing I wanted to do next, and I can't remember. Oh, yeah, hang up the guns. All right, let's hang up some guns. We're going to hang up a couple bows. Yeah, that's fine. Let's do a couple shotguns. Actually, let's do... And we'll just take 2 of each. Maybe I'll hang up 2. Maybe I won't. And then... 5.7 times 28. Hold on. 5.7 times 28. Because I want to use that gun. I don't know how much... I don't have a lot of ammo for it. I'm looking forward to the day they add ammo crafting into the game. Alright, so let's go ahead and... I'm going to hang up this thing first. Because this thing looks awesome. Now, do I want to... Oh, why is it... Oh, that's weird. Okay, so do I want to just put it on the top or on the sides? About right there. And then, whoops, that's the wrong button. I want to put something cool next to it. Here we go. Shoddy. Cool. And on the other side, I'm going to put a bow, because I don't know why, I just feel like putting a bow down. Can I not? Doesn't seem like I can turn that, like, any other way. Eh, it still looks pretty cool, though. Alright, and then we have a regular shotgun, and we will place that right here. Yeah, looks good right there. Cool. I've been meaning to put guns up like this forever. I keep forgetting. But not today. Not forgetting today. Put that right there. And do I need to hang up like more of this? Where's my? Oh, that's right. I got some guns in here I can hang up. Duh. Flare gun. I don't know about a flare gun. Yeah, I definitely want one of those. One of those. One of those. This. I need tasers. This and this. Okay, I want to hang up the sniper rifle. Where is it? I can't remember the name of it. Oh, this thing. And looks pretty good to me. I'm just kind of putting these wherever. Lone Star. Base. Yeah, I like that there. And then we'll put a pistol on the other side as well. Find one. Nice. Oh, I wish I could have them facing, like, each other. It's okay. Oh, those aren't... Those are kind of floating. Are these floating? Doesn't look like these are floating. Okay. Yeah, I really don't like the way they look like they're floating. It's gonna bother me. So, that's alright. We got plenty of other places to put these things. We don't need to put... Oh, is that floating too? Is it because of the wall it's on? Or is it because it's a pistol? Hold on. One more try. Oh, cool. It's facing the other way. Yeah. It's because it's this wall. I think it's okay on the other wall. It's just not this wall. Even this wall right here is kind of a little bit of a floaty look. Right, that's fine. I kind of like putting the pistols above these because one's facing one way and the other one's facing the other. I don't know why I'm pressing B to get into my inventory. All right, we've hung that up. Where's the sniper rifle with the scope? There it is. The 1903. And this is going to go... let's put this right here. Cool. I wanted to put that poster back, but now I don't know. You know what? I don't think a painting works for an armory. At least not that kind of painting. Maybe it's a painting of war or something. Like, that could work in an armory. That definitely could work in an armory. This one, not so much. And this one, yeah, it looks pretty good. Nah, that doesn't work. I'll look out for pictures that have to do with, like, war and stuff and move those if I you know, bring them over here. We're gonna put this right here. There we go. All right, it's coming along. Oh, I forgot about the flag. That America Metallica flag. You know what? When I get it, I'll make room for it. For now, I think this looks pretty good. Is it complete? No. I think there's other things we can do in here, but I think we've done a lot for today. And I am going to call this one here. If you ended up enjoying the video, please remember to uncage that like button. Also, if you're new here, please subscribe for more daily videos. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. And until then, take it easy.